Ever wonder what religious life is all about? I mean, really, what is it all about? There are millions of Catholics all over the world, and yet there are maybe 1% of them, men and women, who are giving themselves totally to God as religious, as priests, brothers, and sisters. You can find them in nearly every country, and they don't just come in one shape and size or color for that matter. They come from every ethnicity and race, across every continent, old and young, sprinkled amidst the Catholics of the world. And the color of their habits? Their clothes tell of the unity of their community. Men and women committed to following in the footsteps of great saints. Saints like Benedict, Francis, Dominic, Thomas Aquinas, Clare, Teresa of Avila, Therese, and Mother Teresa. People following a path marked out as a way of perfection towards God. But what is it that makes a religious? It can't just be the works that they do. Today and throughout history, there have been men and women religious doing any number of works. Why, some of the greatest scientific discoveries were by men and women religious who took their curiosity and search for God into the sciences. They founded all of the early universities and made educating people their personal call. Not just bare facts, but helping people know the magnitude and wonder of God Himself. Today, they're not only found working and serving in churches, they're scientists, computer engineers, graphic designers, artists, teachers, doctors, nurses, X-ray technicians, physical therapists, you name it, they do it. But you see, they could do just about anything, but they choose to ultimately work for God. And at the heart of religious life is prayer. They are definitely prayer warriors, people who speak and pray hard. They talk to God all the time, and they are constantly praying and interceding for others as well. In fact, they are called to pray for the entire world. They pray for those who think they're too busy to talk to God, or He doesn't hear them. They love God for all those that don't. They speak to Him as their best friend. If prayer is at the heart of this life, it is because they are consecrated to God. A rather fancy word, but one that means they have given over their life to be set apart just for Him. They have turned their life over to Him out of love, all in pursuit of an intimate, super close relationship with Him. One that is so full of love, they can't but give it over to Him and serve Him unconditionally. If religious do good works throughout the world, it is because of this fact. They love God and can't help but follow His lead, to love and serve in imitation of Christ. In fact, it's why they do it, to be Christ here on earth as a witness to all of God's people of everything He's done for them. And they always seem to be relatively happy doing it. In fact, they are often finding joy together. They hang out together and do, well, normal things. A pickup game of basketball, a musical jam session, sledding down hills amidst the winter snow, tennis matches, baseball matches, a game of badminton or bags. Why, I have even seen them whitewater rafting before. I have seen them laughing and brimming with joy in the mere day-to-day. There's not many fun things that they can't do. But it's not about the fun, it's just the abiding joy they find within a community of people all following Christ. You see, it's not the job that they do or the fact that you see them in church or the fun that they seem to be having. That's not what makes someone religious. That's part of everyone's call as children of God, to serve and work and, well, pray and go to church and find delight in God and His creation. It's got to be more than that. What makes someone religious is that they have consecrated or given themselves over to God in a special way. It's not that they are special, even though there are only like 1% or so of Catholics. God is calling so many more. They don't come from special families. They come from families just like you. Loud families, broken families, silly families, big families, small families. They merely heard the still, quiet voice of God calling to them to Himself. Come, follow me. And they did. And you might too.